Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Aquilon here, and I do apologize for all of the vape smoke that's hanging around here. I just finished the 15-hour stream, so I'm dead. But I wanted to upload this video because a lot of people have been asking me about it. Literally everyone that comes in the stream really wanted me to react to this cinematic. So this is my live reaction and discussion of No More Lies, the discussion that Sylvanas and Anduin had. I do apologize if I got things wrong. I don't think I got anything wrong. I tried to wake myself up as much as possible. It was an amazing cinematic, and I can't wait to stream tomorrow night to finish Ravendwraith and finally hit level 60. We spent so much time speculating during those 15 hours that I didn't get to max level, which sucks, but hey, I had a blast. Remember, you can join us on Twitch. The link is in the description down below. And with all of that said, thank you so much for all of your support. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out, fam. All right, so I'm going to be reacting to this cinematic. And let me just be very clear to everyone that's watching right now. I am tired, right? I am very tired. We've done 14 hours of streaming, 15 hours of streaming, excuse me. 15 hours of streaming. My brain is fucking mush. So if I miss stuff, if I don't see everything, it's because half my brain has already gone to sleep. Like, I'm literally sitting here with half my brain just going, I'm now fucking tired. I'm gonna just chill. So, yeah, just be warned. No, now the sound isn't showing up. The fuck? Why the cunt must we always go through this? Some driver is interfering, guys. Let's try this again. The Dark Lady, bro.
I do hope you've settled in. The accommodations are a bit sparse, I know.
Where are the others? Are they safe?
Safe? No. I wouldn't say any of them are safe.
I am so tired of your games.
As you wish. No more secrets, no more lies. You are a weapon we will use to achieve our ends.
I will not become an instrument of death.
So you favor life, is that it? That momentary flicker. Every cruel second spent delaying the inevitable in an endless war that you, like every Rin before you, will not survive. You know the truth. Nothing is fair. Not life, not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that serve? Everyone suffers, Sylvanas. But destroying everything will not take away the pain.
Oh, you misunderstand. We're breaking a system that has always been flawed and remaking it into one that is just.
Do you expect me to believe that all this time, you've been fighting for justice?
How can I convince you? From our first breath to our last, every decision is made for us. Then, the afterlife decides what eternity we must endure. We can't even choose who we couldn't control anything. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Look around you! At what and who you've joined. What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
You have a choice to consider. Join us willingly,
There's something weird there.
or be made to serve.
I thought you believed in free will, Sylvanas.
We've never had free will, little lion. But that is about to change.
All right, may I just first and foremost say, Christ, anyone that has been a fan of Sylvanas, 100%, this confirms it, right? This is what Sylvanas wants. Now, I must just preface this by saying, Anduin is right. And I do believe that we will see the end result of Anduin convincing Sylvanas that the jailer is in fact using her as a weapon. Because I do not believe that what the jailer wants and what Sylvanas wants is the same thing. I've said this before, right? I said this before the Shadowlands launched, before we saw the cinematic. This is not a I'm right thing. This is just, I said from the beginning, I do not think that they want the same thing. I think Sylvanas is going to betray him because he has betrayed her from the very beginning. But there's something very interesting here that I genuinely do not understand why she said this. And I'm not sure how far I have to go back. This is the result of me being stupid tired. So let's just quickly go back maybe a year.
Not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that?
Like every Rin before you.
All right, so want to make one thing here very clear, right? In Before the Storm, Sylvanas states when she's looking back at the battlefield of the Broken Shore and she sees Varian die, she sees that light, that explosion. Her inner monologue, she thinks to herself, she cannot help but think that she is seeing the final moments of a great warrior. That death, Varian's death, actually touched Sylvanas. It actually touched her. And I believe that it is one of the reasons, and I said this before, probably like 2 months ago or something, I said, I think that is one of the reasons that drove her. That was like the last straw for her. Everything that she has loved, everything that she has cared about, every decision that she has tried to make, it's always gone the way that the gods want it to go, regardless of what we do. They make our decisions for us. We just have to fucking obey. Nothing we do really amounts to anything unless they will it. Right? And I think that Varian's death, and then following that, Vol'jin's death, that was the moment that she said, enough. Enough of this bullshit. We're tearing it all down. I've had enough of this, and I've shown multiple times the video where Sylvanas is named the war chief. You can see the shock on her face. You can see the fact that she did not expect this to happen. She didn't want it. Her inner monologues in Before the Storm shows that she did not want that. She didn't want to be the war chief. She didn't want Vol'jin to die. She had no interest in the leadership position of the Horde. So this is not some power play. This is, I believe, something of someone that has had enough. Just no more. All right, but let's keep watching because there really is something weird that happens here.
Will not survive. You know the truth. Nothing is fair. Not life, not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that serve? Everyone suffers, Sylvanas. But destroying everything will not take away the pain.
Oh, you misunderstand.
I just want to say there, he does misunderstand, and a lot of people misunderstand. I've heard content creators talking about how stupid it is that people want to destroy all reality, and I've said from the beginning, If you listen to, I think it's Delora, in Icecrown Citadel, she says, in the end, only death will remain. Death is not the end of something. Death is simply another force that exists within the universe that can either control the universe or can be subjected to control in the universe. But death is just another power. It is not the end of anything. It's not the beginning of anything. It's just another power. Death is simply, it's like order or light or shadow. It does not wish to undo the universe.
We're breaking a system that has always been flawed and remaking it into one that is just.
Now, I do want to point this out, and as soon as she said it, and you guys know I am a massive, massive fan of Sylvanas, but I do want to point this out. Whenever you have a group of people, and usually you'll have this with governments, or you'll have this with the World Economic Forum, a lot of these guys, whenever you have a group of people that wants to do the right thing for humanity, it almost always ends with millions dead and the worst possible system that you can implement. Because a group of people, no matter how smart they think they are, the second you start thinking you can control other people's lives or you're going to do things to set other people free, you are almost always, without exception, you are the the most evil person in the room. You are the most misguided and misinformed person in the room, because your first mistake was the fact that you thought you had a better idea of how the world should be run than a normal human being that is just living their life, right? That's like the first thing. So as soon as she said this, I was like, I don't like that idea. A system that is just, usually... that's what Stalin thought, right? When he implemented communism, he thought he was implementing a just system on the backs of 100 million dead. Not so just, turns out, for the 100 million people that died under communism worldwide. So clearly not good ideas. And whenever a group of people think that they're going to implement a good idea, that's usually a very fucking bad idea. So this is something that bothered me. And I do have to say that because I feel like it's important to be mentioned. And Anduin's laugh actually kind of confirmed that for me. Like, he finds this notion equally as ridiculous.
Expect me to believe that all this time, you've been fighting for justice.
How can I convince you? From our first breath to our last, every decision is made for us. Then, the afterlife decides what eternity we must endure. We can't...
Alright, so I knew that that was a problem for her, because it's a problem for me. We live our lives in servitude to whatever higher power. Then you die, and you're automatically enslaved by one of these covenants to do their bidding for all eternity. Again, very big fucking issue.
Endure. We can't even choose who we...
Who we? We can't even choose who we? Who we what? Who we love? I don't think it's who we are. She stops before she says it. Listen closely.
We can't even choose who we...
She stops herself. Love is something she lost. You're very, very correct on that. Sylvanas cannot feel love. And we have the confirmation of this, just by the way. We have full confirmation of this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go read We Ride Forth. The Death Knights speak of it. When you are raised from the dead, you generally get left with one emotion and one emotion only. And even that emotion is flickering. You barely understand it. All other emotions is gone. You have no sense of what humanity is all about. Her face here seems like she stopped herself.
What eternity we must endure. We can't even choose who we...
She stops herself. That is her pulling back and saying, no, this is the one thing that I will not let go. I will not say it. I will not admit it. This is mine. And we know that that's the love that she and Nathanos shares. It's something that is between them. They understand that it exists between them. Even though they can't feel it, to this day, they still hold on to it. Shadows Rising made that very clear. Nathanos had this little, was it a necklace or something, that the witch wanted? And he genuinely did not want to let go of that necklace. Because it's what Sylvanas gave him. And that is the only thing he has that signifies the love that they have for one another. Because they can't feel it anymore, right? I don't think she loved Varian, no. This is about Nathanos. We can't even choose who we... And then she stops herself. Because she did love Nathanos very, very much. And when she died and was brought back, that love was not brought back with her. And remember also that she and Nathanos couldn't actually admit that they were in love with each other when they were alive. She would spend weekends under the cover of darkness at Nathanos' house. They never did it openly. It was frowned upon. It would not have been accepted. She was his superior, and also she's an elf. He's a human. It's not necessarily the most cordial of engagements. So this is 100% what you wanted to say here.
We can't even choose who we...
That is, she stops herself from saying it. She will not let the world know this. This is hers. This has nothing to do with anyone else.
We couldn't control anything. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Look around you! At what?
This is where things get really good for me. And I realize there are some people that don't want Sylvanas to be quote-unquote saved. And believe me, I don't want a redemption story for Sylvanas either. Because this cinematic proves to me that she's not doing anything wrong. Remember, my brother and I had this conversation literally not 24 hours ago, even. The difference between evil and not evil is intent. Two people can kill 50 people. One is evil, one is not. It goes to intent. If the reason for the 50 people that you killed were simply to kill 50 people, that is evil. If you killed 50 people to save 100,000 people or 100 million people, that is moral. It's good. It was a hard decision, but you made the decision that no one else was willing to make. The difference between good and evil is intent. Now, in this, I'm not saying Sylvanas is good, because I don't think she's trying to be good. But I don't think that she's evil either. She truly believes that she can stop this, that she can stop the cruel nature of our lives. But what is great about this, what I fucking love about this, is the discussion that Anduin and Sylvanas is having. There's a clear respect that Sylvanas has for Anduin. And the fact that she is willing to use him, the fact that she wants him, should go a long way to showing that level of respect. And that's why I think that Anduin is going to be the one who gets through to her. I believe that when we finally head into the Maw to save Anduin, Anduin will tell us that he does not wish to be saved. And not because he's wishing to help them. He's getting through to her. And he believes that he can save her. That's what I think is going to happen. Mark it down. It is now memorialized in the bowels of YouTube. But that is what I believe. Anyways, before we watch the next video, I'll take some questions. Or some suggestions from you guys. Before I fall asleep.